is Lisa with Great Ideas Design Aesthetic, coming to you from Northern California. On today, I will be sharing with you my first YouTube video. I will be giving you a tour of my African Safari Glam living and dining room. Also on this channel, I will share with you fun and inexpensive ways on how to make your house into a home and much more. Before we get started, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please be sure to hit your notification bell button so anytime I put out a video, you will be alerted. Also, please give me a big thumbs up. Again, welcome, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Here's a quick overview of my African Safari living and dining room tour. Beginning at the entry door of our home, this door was originally white, and I decided to paint it the color of my decor colors within my living room and dining room. Plus, I was tired of looking at a white door. So if you're tired of looking at a white door, you can always incorporate your colors that's within the room and paint your door to complement that area. Above the door, there's a window and a bright entry light, which I love. It's very large, goes all the way up. We have vaulted ceiling, so it goes all the way up. And behind the door, my hubby and I wallpapered the wall, as you can see. It's a beautiful diamond-shaped wallpaper. I originally found this wallpaper at a wallpaper store, and I loved it. They wanted a lot of money for this wallpaper, so what I decided to do was get the name of the wallpaper, Google it online, and found it much cheaper. So if you find a wallpaper that you love, you don't necessarily have to purchase it from the wallpaper place. You can always Google it and see if you can find it much cheaper than what the wallpaper place would love it for. Let me get a closer look. As you can see, with this wallpaper, there's incorporated like some shimmery, and it doesn't come off on your hand, but it's beautiful. It has a nice shimmer to it, and it's a very complimentary wallpaper. I added 2 pictures along with the iron scroll above the pictures, just to give it a little bit more character. Now above the lighting at the entry door, there's a ledge, and I simply added some more decor pieces, basically some vases, just to add more color and give the eyes something more to look at. When we purchased this home, what drew me to this home was the arches, the arch doorways, the arches within the home, and the ledges. So having ledges in your home simply just gives you more room to add more decor. And here's the light. Here's a better view of the light. It's a little bright, but it's a beautiful piece. It's not doing too much. It simply complements my entryway. Here at the entry door, there is a shoe holder. So whenever we have guests, we have them remove their shoes, and their shoes are put here on this nice shoe holder, which I believe holds up to 24 pairs of shoes, if I'm not mistaken. And the shoe holder, it swivels, and it also you can make adjustments here. So if you have taller shoes, it will adjust to the size of the shoe. So it keeps the shoes neat. And you don't have a mess at your front door. Right above the shoe holder is my light switch, which I have my husband spray paint. You can spray paint switch covers. I don't necessarily go out and buy new switch covers. Any color that I wanted, I'll just find a nice complementary spray paint to add to the room. And then, as you can see, I added bling to the switch cover. Right above the switch and across from the door is this beautiful initial decal. So it's our last name initial. And I saw this initial decal online, and it has a lot of character in it. Next to it is a picture that I got from Burlington Coat Factory that says a perfect marriage is just two imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other. And that's exactly what a marriage is. Marriage is work. So I incorporated a butterfly also in the picture just to give it a little bit more character. Right below the initial in the picture is this lovely vase that I purchased years ago from a store named Beverly's. I'm not sure if Beverly's is still in business, but when I saw this vase, I had to have it. I couldn't leave the store without it. So I made this bouquet for the top of the vase, added these crystals, also gave it a bit of glam, and it also sits on a stand just to give it a little bit more height. Okay, moving on. Here's my dark chocolate brown curtains. And a cornice piece that my hubby made. And I like cornice pieces because I feel like they complete a window. So this curtain falls behind my couch. And dark chocolate brown is my favorite color. I feel like the dark chocolate brown color is a very luxurious color. It brings about some luxuriousness to a room. And that's what I like about this color. So my hubby, like I said, made the cornice piece. I added a bling piece to go in the middle of the cornice. And actually that bling piece was a Christmas ornament. So I used that as a decor piece for my cornice. So below here we have our couch. All of the pillows were decorated by me. Now normally when I want to change out a color in my home, especially for pillows, I usually buy pillow covers because there's an array of pillow covers. You have solid, you have pillow covers with print, I like to shop on a budget. So therefore, I don't like to go out and buy new pillows anytime I want to change out a pillow. I could just simply buy pillow covers and use what I already have as a budget friendly expense. Now this couch, my husband and I modernized it by adding the tacks that you see. And we also added acrylic feet to this couch. The strip of faux fur that you see here is actually a woman's shawl piece. I originally tried to put a throw on this couch, and the way it's made, the throw just would not look right. So I had to come up with another idea. So, of course, I'm an internet queen, so I got on the internet, my mind started going, and I decided to get this little shawl piece, which serves as a decor piece to my couch. So if I want to take it off the couch and wear it, I can. And then I can replace it right back on the couch. In the center, this white pillow here, I got this pillow from Pier 1. And I made it into a bow tie by simply adding diamond wrap around the center and adding a brooch. This pillow here I got from Z Gallery years ago, and I just simply added a brooch to it to complete the look. Okay, let's talk about my large living room table. When I saw this table, I had to have it. It's pretty large, and it has an open space at the bottom. What I decided to do to bring more color into a room is that I actually put, as you can see here, I put I placed a throw on my living room table just to add more color into a room. This throw I also purchased from Z Gallery years ago. It's my favorite color, that dark, deep chocolate brown. And in the center, I found this nice crystal holder or bowl holder at Home Goods. The leaf bowl in the center of that came from JCPenney's. And I simply added the spears that are in the bowl, the colors that are incorporated in my room. Right here is a figurine of a white tiger and her baby. Across from the figurine is a little treasure box, simply put there for decor. Then I have this vase with the fuchsia color, which I call my peekaboo color. Now my main colors in the room is green, ivory, brown, a touch of gold, but I needed another color to break up those colors and give the room a little more contrast. These candlesticks were spray painted. It's like a texture spray paint. And my candles are two-tone with the little crystal drop. And I simply glued Every pearl that you see, I glued onto this candlestick and not using hot glue. I have a little mirror stand to which I added some feet just to give it a little bit more height. Right across from it is the larger candlestick that is done in the same way. Now on the other side of the table is my accent chair. It's a giraffe print accent chair, very comfortable. I did the pillow that's on my couch in the same manner, made it into a little bow tie, added the brooch and the bling wrap. And this chair is very comfortable. Now, I'm more of a traditional designer with like a modern flair. I like traditional design. This rug, fur fox rug that I put underneath the chair came from Walmart. I wanted to place this rug under the chair to kind of give it a little bit more contrast against the dark wood floors. So let me give you a view of the chair from behind. And I purchased this chair from Wayfair. So over here in the corner is a stand that I had my husband to custom made. I believe it's like 4.5 feet tall. And we took the wallpaper that's behind our door and rewrapped it in the same wallpaper just to tie it into the decor of the room. So the diamond shapes are part of my decor as well. I like to decorate by theme or by feel. And I decided to do my living room and dining room by theme. And I will show you the inspiration that gave me this idea to do African Safari Glam. I found some small mirror pieces from Amazon and added it onto the front of this stand. And there is some feet as well added onto the stand. On top of the stand is this jar, which was clear. I purchased it from Home Goods at a discount rate. And I decided to have my husband spray paint it. And then I glammed it up. I also made a couple more decor pieces to go along with the jar. And those silver balls are actually from Z Gallery. They were Christmas ornaments. But I decided to use them as a decor piece. Right above the stand and the jar is this lovely picture that I purchased from Ross. I decided to add a couple pieces of Glam hanging on the side or dripping from the side. That picture is a beautiful picture. When you touch it, you can actually feel the flower, the imprint of the flower. Ross have some beautiful pieces that are inexpensive. That's what I like about Ross. Now next to the stand is this window, which I decided just to put blinds on. It's a small window in my living room. And I found this wooden piece from Home Depot. My husband is my spray painter. So anytime you hear me say anything was spray painted, it was him who did it. I found these panel holders. They have a nice detail on them. And I decided just to add panels going on the side of the window that goes all the way down to the floorboard. Now the Glam piece you see here is actually, this here is actually cake wrap that I purchased on Save on Crafts. I like to purchase things on Save on Crafts. They have unique items. And this was actually sold as a cake wrap. So you can take other pieces that you would normally use for something else and incorporate them into your home. So I like the uniqueness of it. And I didn't want my panels to be plain, so I decided to find something to add on them, which was the cake wrap. Now, when I use Glam pieces or rhinestone pieces, I like to balance them throughout the room. I don't like to use a lot of bling pieces because they can overtake a room and it could just take away from the whole decor. So I use balance. Whenever I'm using color, I like to balance my colors. I don't like too many colors in a room, and I don't like too many Glam pieces in a room. I like to balance everything that I use throughout the room. Now here's my love seat. Of course, it's decorated in the same manner as my couch. They sit across from each other. So we decorated it in the same manner by adding the tacks, the pillows, and you can see the acrylic feet a little better on this love seat. Now, this is the piece that inspired me to do African Safari Glam. This white tiger picture along with her baby. My husband actually drew this picture 30 years ago. And it looks as though he drew it yesterday. So this was my inspiration for the room, doing it as a theme. Let me get a little bit closer so you can get a clear view of the picture that he drew. On each side, I added sconces with a beautiful print. They're like wooden sconces, but they have the colors within the picture. And I found a little crystal holder and added cloth napkins into those crystal holders. I like coming up with ways on how to decorate on a budget. Here's the other sconce. And then I just added an iron scroll above the picture. On the side of my love seat is a stand-up light, which gives a lot of light. It's simply a nice brown stand-up light. And I added the crystals, of course, to give it character. And to blend, of course, with the room. I didn't want to go out and purchase a new light when I can just simply add pieces to enhance it. Now, I'm not a seasonal decorator. I used to be. And the only reason why I don't decorate seasonal is because of storage. Anytime you continue to buy for seasonal, you have to have somewhere to store it. So I got tired of storing pieces. So like I said, I decorate either by theme or feel. So of course my living room and dining room gives a spring feel. So I can, if I want to feel springtime, I can come into this room and feel it all year round. I have other rooms in my home that may give you a fall feel, but I can feel it all year round. Instead of decorating seasonal, I just decorate my rooms according to how I would like to feel in each room. Now between our living room and dining room is this large arch, which separates both rooms. And I like to use decals. I'm a decals girl. I like to use wording and I like to use picture decals to bring character in a room. This large arch, I simply put the words God reigns here, which he does. And I added a couple of decor pieces up top and some greenery just to give it a bit of an outside feel. So when you walk into our door, this is one of the first things that you see. We have vaulted ceilings. It's kind of like in a V shape, but they're very high. And I'm the type of person, I like an open feel home. I like a home that's open. I'm not one who likes a cookie cutter home. I like open feel. Now underneath the arch is this nice sconce. I decided to be simple with it, just add some greenery hanging down from it to give it a natural feel, kind of like an outside feel. So I have another sconce on the other side of the arch that's just like this. I'll also purchase these sconces from Beverly's. I liked them when I seen them, so here's the arch that I'm under. And below the arch, there's this lovely plant here, which looks real, but it's not. I purchased this plant from Crate and Barrel. And I added some green foliage that's hanging from the planter. And I added this large brooch just to give it some character. Above the planter is this Beautimist picture that I purchased from AliExpress. It's actually a canvas piece. It came in 3 pieces. I had to place those pieces on foam boards and make it into one piece. I decided to buy a wood piece, spray paint it and put it above the picture. And then I added another decal wording that says Serenity, because we have serenity in our home. And then I added a little bling onto the lettering. Found these butterflies from Hobby Lobby that match in with the colors of the picture. And if you can see, I've added, like I painted kind of a darker frame behind the picture just to kind of make it pop a little bit more from the wall. So sometimes I like to do those type of things in order to bring more character and more design to the room. Now the print that you see on the wall is coming from my chandelier. So if you're wondering what that is on the wall, that's coming from my chandelier. Okay, these floors are actually a little darker than what you see on camera, but my husband laid these floors in both our living room and dining room. And like I said, brown is my favorite color, so I decided to go with dark floors and use lighter colors as a contrast against my flooring. Of course, I have to keep it clean. It gets dusty, but it's worth cleaning. It's worth the dust. These floors are lovely. I had to have them when I saw this flooring. Now moving on to this Beautimist dining room table that is set for a king and a queen. As you can see, all of my colors that are in my living room are also incorporated in my dining room. So the table runner is like a damask print. The goblets are from Pier 1, and I added the detail to them. These little plates, they're not actual plates, but they're just decor items. My table is always set. This vase is sprayed the same color as my candlesticks on my coffee table, with like a, as you can see and get a close-up. And again, I glued every piece of pearl on this vase. I found some mosaic candles along with some small candlesticks that is decorated in the same manner as the vase. On top of the vase is this beautiful feather ball. Let me take you around the dining room table. As you can see, all of the detail that I've incorporated on my dining room table. My dining room chairs also has that damask print as well. Now to bring some uniqueness, I added these angel wings to the back of each chair and added some bling pieces. So what I decided to do was to add this bling piece on the back of each chair. So when I remove the wings, I still have a decor piece on the back of each chair. So when you're sitting at this table, you can be an angel for a day. Even if you're not an angel, you can definitely be an angel for a day sitting at this table. And give you a better view of what it looks like. Now this rug I purchased from JCPenney's years ago. And as you can see, it also has the diamond imprint in the middle of it. This rug has a lot of detail in it, and it matches my decor perfectly. So behind the table is another curtain and a cornice. Piece that my husband built, of course, with the little rhinestone piece in the middle. And the curtain comes all the way down to the floorboard. And as you can see, we also wallpapered the back wall of the dining room to go along with the piece that is behind the door, our entry door. Here's another window, same size window that's in the living room. It's also in the dining room. And I simply decorated it in the same manner, along with the cake wrap, bling. Here in the corner is my curio. And I have these figurines. Now, I don't like domestic cats, but these cats I had to have. They're like dressed up with somewhere to go. Where that is, I don't know. But here's also my fashion figurines. Just collectibles. And I decided just to put them in my curio. I added this bling piece on the front. This bling piece actually will go on a bride's sash for her dress, but I decided just to glue it onto my curio just to tie it in with the rest of my decor. Now, right above my dining room table is this lovely chandelier. Not doing too little and not doing too much. I purchased this from Overstock. Very inexpensive. But I like how it blends into the dining room. It just makes a beautiful statement. It's a little bright, but it makes a beautiful statement for this room. Now, right across from my dining room table is this column stand that sits in the corner. And as you can see, I just have a bouquet that I made. And the silver bling on that bouquet, on the box, is actually wrapping paper that I purchased from the Container Store. It's a beautiful wrapping paper. This camera doesn't do it any justice, but I decided to just put a little decor pieces on this column stand. I made the blessed picture and put inside the little rhinestone frame. I found this nice crystal vase online, and I added a large brooch and some pearls dripping on the side and some green foliage, just to bring a little bit more of the outside feel. So this is what that corner looks like. Right above the column stand is this beautiful portrait of my husband and I. My husband also drew this picture when we celebrated our 20-year vow renewal. We had a ceremony and a reception to celebrate 20 years. We've now been married for 33 years. The time is moving. But we had to take pictures of ourselves, and he had to incorporate both pictures and draw himself and me. And we revealed this at our reception. And we have a scripture that says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Isaiah 40:31. My husband also made the stand and placed some brackets below the stand to hold up the portrait. I decided to add the angel wings to complete the picture. And we decided to take a picture with our heads bowed, giving submission unto God. Because as long as we're submitted to God, we'll stay submitted to one another. This piece of my dress, my vow renewal dress, was actually custom made. And this was a part of my dress material. My husband incorporated the material of my dress into this photo. So just to give you more of a look at what it looks like. Okay, on the side of the portrait is a nice, beautiful, big oval mirror, which I purchased years ago. It has a lot of detail in it, and I like the color contrast that's in it. And I decided to add these tall sconces on the side with the mosaic candle holders. There's one on each side. So this completes the tour of my living and dining room tour. And I hope that you all remain blessed. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.